All right, guys, welcome back. So today we're going to talk about the output statement that we briefly talked about in our previous video. So in this video, we're just going to talk about some other details, just give more information about this output statement. Okay, the System.out.println statement. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to add some other statements here. So I'm going to be writing System.out.println. Oh, sorry. That print line, and I'm going to say multiply the sum of 2 and 7 is, and outside of this I'm going to write 9, and I'm going to add another statement with the System.out that print line, and I'm going to say 9 plus 5 is equal to between bracket 9 plus 5 and semicolon. All right, so I'm going to explain briefly what the program is basically going to do with these statements that we've written here. So before doing that, I'm going to run first for us to see the output. So when you run, we have the output here. So we have 3 lines. We have hello world, this is my first program. The sum of 2 and 7 is 9. 9 plus 5 is equal to 14. All right. So first of all, what we need to know is that, like I said in the previous video, the output statement here, we have System.out.println. There's another output statement that we can write like System.out.print simply. So the difference between System.out.print is basically the print line here will print your next statement, your next output at the beginning of the next line. Okay, so I'm going to show you basically what I'm talking about. If I remove this ln here, you will see that the output will be on a single line. And then I run, you see? So here on a single line, we have hello world. This is my first program. The sum of 2 and 7 is 9. So we don't even have spaces between these outputs when showing on our console, on our screen. So the purpose of adding ln here, ln for line, is basically to tell our program, hey, look, when you finish showing this output on the screen, if there is any other output that you need to show, let it start on the next line. And that's basically what is happening here. Okay, so when you run, you see here, hello world. Okay, we've printed out this first output. And look, there's another output that you need to print. Okay, since it's print line, let me start printing it, showing it at the beginning of the next line. So that's why we have 3 lines here. And so what does the output statement really do exactly? What it does is that it tells your program to basically evaluate whatever is written inside the parentheses. Okay, so you will see that in the output, what we have in the output is basically what is written in these parentheses. So let me first start with the first output. Hello world, this is my first program. What it does is it basically tells your program that, okay, look, I want you to output whatever I have written in the output, in the parentheses. And what the program does is that it looks at what is written in the parentheses. And it finds out that there's a sentence that is written, but that sentence is written inside the quotation marks. And how does the Java virtual machine understands that is that, okay, what you want me to do is to print to you exactly what you have written inside the quotation mark. Okay, so we have a sequence of characters here, this sentence here, and what the program will understand is that, okay, you want me to print exactly what you have written here, the sentence that you have written inside here. You don't want me to change it. You don't want me to like maybe convert it. So the program will evaluate the sequence of character or this sentence that is written inside this quotation mark. It will be evaluated into itself. So that's why we have here, hello world, this is my first program, okay, because it's written inside the quotation marks. And on the second line, the second output we have is the sum of 2 and 7 is, and we have this plus sign and 9. So what it does is that, okay, the program will look inside the parentheses. What are the expressions that we have inside the parentheses? So it will first look, okay, I have a sentence that is written inside quotation marks. So that means that I have to print that sentence the way it has been written by, okay, the programmer or whoever that is coding. So that's why we have the sum of 2 and 7 is, okay? And then we have the plus sign. The plus sign basically is telling the program, okay, you know what? We have 2 expressions here. So you have the sequence of characters here. You have the sentence that is written inside a quotation mark here, but you also have a number here. What I need you to do is I need you to print on the screen on the same line what is written inside the quotation mark here, and then convert this number into a string. After converting it, I want you to show it on the screen alongside what I have here inside the quotation mark. So that's why we have the sum of 2 and 7 is 9, because the program has taken what is inside the quotation mark here and showed it exactly how it has been written. And then it has taken this number 9 and converted it into a string, and then has joined it to the first sequence of characters for it to form a single sentence in the output. On the third line, what it does is that we also have two expressions here. We have a sequence of characters. We have 9 plus 5 is equal to. So what the program does is, okay, since this is inside a quotation mark, I'm just going to output it the way it has been written in the program. And then, oh, I see the plus sign here. That means that I have to join these two expressions and then give the output on a single line as a single sentence. And on the second expression here, since it's not inside the quotation mark, what the program does is that it's going to make the operation of 9 plus 5, and the result that it's going to get, the programmer is going to convert it into a string and then print it alongside this statement this sentence that was written inside the quotation mark. So that's why we have 7 plus 5 is equal to 14. Okay, we wrote inside the brackets 9 plus 5 here. So the system understood it like, okay, you want me to make the calculation, the summation of 9 and 5, and you want me, since this is inside the bracket, you want me to get that result and translate it into a string and then output it on the screen. So 9 plus 5 is 14. The program has calculated it and then converted it into a string for it to show in our console here. So that's why we have 9 plus 5 is equal to 14. So this is basically what I had to say concerning the output statement here. And later on, we can also see that in inside the parentheses, we can also put a variable. If, for example, we want to output the value of a certain variable, we want to show it on the screen, for example, we are going to put it here inside this bracket, and the program is actually going to pick that value that is being stored inside a particular variable and then show it on the screen for us. So that was it. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope this has been helpful and informative. And let's see you again in the next video.